17 books, one shelf, zero conversations. I have 17 Spanish books in my apartment, and I still can't speak Spanish. Not because I'm stupid, because of something way weirder. Something I didn't figure out until I read a book that had nothing to do with languages. By the time I finished it, I wasn't thinking about Spanish anymore. I was thinking about why none of us, including the 13-year-olds on TikTok making us feel insane, actually get fluent. If you've been learning a language for years and still can't order a coffee without sweating, this is for you. Fair warning, you came for language tips. By the end of this, you're going to realize this was never about languages. Tell me, how many of these land you've got a Duolingo streak you're proud of and a conversation skill you're embarrassed by? You've bought 3 apps this year and opened one of them past week 2. A native speaker switches to English to be polite, and you feel like you just failed a Guitar Hero song. You're saving your target language for that trip you've been planning for 3 years. A 13-year-old on TikTok speaks better than you do, and you feel something between admiration and quiet rage. You're 30, and you're too old. You're 50, and it's too late. You're 22, and you should have started in high school. None of those are real reasons. Those are the mountain. Here's the thing that broke my brain. The thing standing between you and the fluent version of you, the one who actually takes the trip, calls her grandmother, sounds like a real human in 2 languages. It's not out there. It's not the app. It's not your accent. It's not your age. It's you. You are the mountain. And the reason you can't get over yourself isn't laziness. You're actually working overtime. Every new app, every "I'll start when work calms down," every grammar book you open instead of your mouth, that's not procrastination. That's protection. Your brain isn't sabotaging you. It's trying to keep you safe. Safe from being a beginner. Safe from sounding stupid. Safe from the version of you who tries and fails out loud. Nobody in your language app wants to say this next part. There's a gap between what you think you need and what you actually need. You think more grammar will fix it. It won't. Grammar is just a more convincing place to hide. You think you need to wait until you're ready, but ready is a feeling you manufacture to avoid the conversation. Every time you download a new app, instead of talking to a human, you're paying protection money to the mountain. Okay, so the mountain is you. What does that actually look like in real life? Because the trap doesn't feel like a trap. It feels like productivity. I'm going to do these out of order. Second strongest first, worst one second, because the mistake most people skip is the one that changes everything. Number 1. Waiting until you're ready to speak. Perfectionism wearing a lab coat. You've convinced yourself you're preparing. You're not. You're hiding. There is no ready. Ready isn't coming. Every fluent person you admire started speaking before they were ready. They talked, got hammered, talked again, and slowly became the person who could. Number 2. This is the one nobody admits to. Switching apps every 2 months. You're not learning, you're decorating. Every new app is a dopamine hit pretending to be progress. You feel busy, you feel committed, your phone is full of green owls and orange flames, and none of it has made you say a sentence to another human being. The app is the comfortable thing. The human is the mountain. You've spent 4 years climbing a treadmill that looks like a mountain because the real one scares you. I did this for 7 years. 7 years. The day I deleted 3 apps and booked 1 conversation lesson, I learned more in 30 minutes than I had in 30 months. Number 3, obsessing over grammar. You're trying to cage train a wild animal. Language is feral. It'll surprise you in public no matter how many subjunctive tables you memorize. You can't out-prepare embarrassment. You can only walk into it. Number 4, refusing to pick a dialect. You won't choose between European Spanish and Latin American Spanish, Mandarin or Cantonese. You're keeping your options open. You're stalling. The wrong dialect learned is infinitely more useful than the perfect dialect not learned. Pick one. Today. Before this video ends. Number 5. Studying alone forever. Talking to a native speaker is the fastest way forward. You've known it for years. That's exactly why you don't do it. Your favorite chair, your favorite app, your quiet apartment, they're the mountain dressed as comfort. Some of you aren't learning a language for a trip. You're learning it because there's a conversation with your grandmother you are running out of time to have. You're learning it because the language was taken from your family one generation ago, and you're trying to get it back. You're learning it because you fell in love with somebody whose first language isn't yours, and you want to meet them where they actually live. You're learning it because there is a version of you who speaks this language fluently, and you can feel her, and you are so tired of being the person who isn't her yet. The mountain gets steeper when the stakes are personal, and that's exactly why you keep stalling. The bigger the dream, the bigger the protection. Every language course tells you the same lie. Build confidence, then start speaking. Completely backwards. You don't get comfortable and then speak. You speak, and over a long, ugly, embarrassing stretch of time, you get less uncomfortable. That's the only order it has ever happened in. For anyone. Ever. Including the 13-year-old on TikTok. You're not waiting to feel ready. You're waiting for permission. Nobody is coming to give it to you. Not Duolingo, not your teacher. Not the future version of you who finishes the grammar book. It has to come out of your own mouth. Today. So, what do you actually do? Not change your whole life this weekend. Tiny. 15 minutes, one sentence, one step. Pick one. Not 5, 1. Tomorrow morning, narrate your shower in your target language. I'm washing my hair. The water is hot. I forgot to buy soap. If you can do it alone in a bathroom, you can eventually do it with a human. 2. Record yourself talking for 60 seconds and don't listen back. Pushing past the cringe of pressing record is the point. 3. Pick a dialect. Right now. Generalists stay nowhere. 4. Book one 30-minute lesson on italki this week. 1. Before anyone comments, I'm broke, the free version is talking to yourself in your room. The mountain doesn't care about your budget. 5. Listen to a short story in your target language this week. Not a course, a story. Stories stick because they have plot and feeling. Drills don't. That's why you've forgotten every word from the drills. There's no breakthrough moment coming. You're waiting for the cinematic montage. The morning you wake up and the fear is gone. But that day isn't coming. Not for you, not for anyone. The people who got fluent didn't wait for the fear to disappear. They just stopped letting it decide for them. The shelf in my apartment still has 17 books on it. I haven't thrown them out, but I haven't bought an 18th either. What I added is a notebook. Sits right next to the shelf, and every week I write down one conversation I had in Spanish. Sometimes it's an hour with a teacher in Mexico City. Sometimes it just says, tried, panicked, said hola, left. Every line is a promise I kept. And slowly, embarrassingly slowly, the notebook is starting to outweigh the shelf. The books were never the problem. The mountain was... The mountain is. The mountain is me, and it's you too. Go talk to yourself in the shower.